Hey guys, welcome to D's Photoshop Studio. I'm going to show you how to remove something from an old photograph that you do not want. So for example, we're going to be using this picture. Now we're going to open up Photoshop, Elements, or whichever Photoshop you're using. I'm using Elements. And you see this thing, this is in the way, and I don't like it. We can easily take that one off, but this one will take some work. So, first of all, let me zoom in into this pole right there. And then I'm going to get this, which is the cotton wear. And we're going to take it off one by one. So it'll be easy and won't look gross. See, now it looks perfect. Take it off from the white. Now we're going to take it off in the plant. This should look right, and it should not look really bad. Perfect. You see? Like if it's not even there. Now this one's going to take a little bit of work. It took me a while just to take this off. So we're going to, like we did, one by one. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see it right there. So you could always just take it off. I'm doing it one by one because so it won't mix. Oops. Now let's take this part off. It might look weird, but it's okay. You kind of won't be able to see it. Now this part might be a little bit challenging because of the details. Perfect. It's not really that challenging. I'm just saying that because of the detail. Let's fix that real fast. We could grab the cloning tool. Alright, let's see. Let's make this a little bit bigger so we know where we're gonna put it. Like right there. There. Perfect. Let's go back to content aware. Or spot healing brush, whatever you want to call it. I call it content aware. This is the part where it's kind of get difficult to take that off. It's gonna kind of get difficult because it's gonna start blending in with the woman's body. Let's see. Let's take this off right here. It looks kind of alright. As you can see, I'm trying my best. It kind of blends in sometimes. Let's use the cloning tool. Let's see. Use the cloning tool right there. And we're going to get the hair. Alright. We could take these little smudges off. And it'll look, oh, whoops. There you go. Now we can kind of blend in the shirt right here. But let's just try to take this off. We could blend it in. And then right here too. As you can see, you can kind of see the shirt. So what I did is I'm gonna create a new layer. Okay, and I'm gonna get this tool, and then grab the color of the shirt. Grab the paintbrush, put it on multiply, then zoom in. Some of you might not even need to zoom in, but I like zooming in. And we're gonna try to color it the way the shirt is. maybe if we raise the opacity, there you go. Starts blending in with the shirt. On. That is blending with the shirt. Perfect. Now what we want to do is we kind of want to make it look like a little shadow right there. So let's put the opacity down a little bit and start coloring it. Let's make it, let's redo that again. There you go. So it kind of looks like a little shadow and it won't look bad. And then we're going to erase it off a little bit. There you go. Now here's a little bit. This is kind of challenging since the hand is right there and the wood kind of doesn't mix in with the skin. Whoops, sorry, wrong layer. What we can do is, we can put in the cloning tool and get it to a part where we want it to look like skin. So let's get that part and start coloring. Wrong. Sorry, I used the wrong layer again. Alright, so you see that? Start coloring again. And then we could get the content, not the the cloning tool again, get to that part of the skin. It might look kind of weird, but we're trying our best that we can. Well, at least I am. I don't know what you guys are doing. Probably just watching this tutorial. Oh gosh. It might look kind of horrible. It will look horrible. But I'm pretty sure it will look good by the end. Maybe we blur it up a little bit. There you go. You can't really see it. Now we're going to try to get to skin tone. There you go. Grab the brush, go on the other layer, and then start coloring it. So it kind of looks like. And now let's get the other color and try to add a little tan effect. No, that did not look good. Let's try to redo that. If not, we're gonna have to redo the whole step. There you go. This is kind of a difficult process, so some of you may say that it isn't, but some of you may say that it is. Let's see, if we get far away, it kind of looks right. So this is a small picture, and if you look at it, it kind of looks right. Now, if you look back at the original, you see a major difference. So you see a major difference from the wood not being there and the wood being there. Sorry, guys. Dang it. Sorry. Okay, I do not want that. Okay, so as you can see that the wood is not there. That looks like it should be there, and we use the cloning tool for that. Now we could cover that up with a bunch we copy this and cover that up if we want to. We could also take this off, take off the beard, but right now we're focusing on that pole right here. So let's continue. Let's get the cloning tool instead. I think we should use a cloning tool when it comes to the shirt. Sorry, I keep forgetting I'm on layer 1. And then we're gonna color it. We're gonna have to keep on doing this over and over again. It's a pain. There you go. It looks kind of nice now. And now you can see that my grandpa is showing up on the picture. That's not a good thing. But if we take it off, perfect. And the hand is going to be kind of hard, because if we try taking that off, it's going to smudge a little bit. You see, it's going to smudge. But what we could do is probably copy this hand and put it here. Just take off that nail polish right there, and it will look like it should be there. Now, as you can see, the arm is coming out perfect. Now we could leave the hand alone, because if we zoom out, you can't really notice the hand, which is alright, I guess. Now, we see that the pole's almost taken off. You can see that we still need to work on the arm. Now we just need this part. This part is difficult because when we take that part off, it's going to look like she's floating. So we're going to have to do a lot of extra work. Sorry, you guys. Now let's zoom back in. Sorry, guys. I zoomed in. Okay. There you go. Let's zoom back in to where it needs to be. Now we gotta work on this one. The cloning tool worked perfectly. I think we should use the cloning tool again for this part. Now we're gonna work on the light part first. So sorry, I zoomed out. So we're gonna work on the light part first, and then we're going to color. This is coming out nice. Alright, so we did that part. Now we gotta work on the shadow part. So let's use the cloning tool again. Wrong button. I think I pressed the wrong button again. I pressed FN by accident. Sorry, guys. Probably one of the worst reviews you've ever seen. So let's see. You see, the 4 is coming out now, so let's press the cloning tool once again. So let's kind of fix that again. We gotta put this back to how it was. Now, this kind of requires you to have patience, but a lot of you, if you're watching this tutorial, it's because you want to be a photographer or something, which is really great. I want to be a photographer too. You see, it's wonderful. It's coming out great. Nah, this is coming out better than the last time when I did it without doing the tutorial. Now, here's gonna come the part where we need to add the leg. Alright, now we're gonna clone the floor so it could perfect. Now the numbers are coming out, so we're gonna press the cloning tool again, but make sure it's hitting the floor. Let's do that again. So if this part could go away. Just get a little bit frustrating sometimes. It's getting frustrating. But you do what you love, and you love what you do. Alright, so the foot's kind of away, well, the pole. Now, you see she's floating, but you see part of her foot right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy her leg. So you could get the select tool, and then we could just do this and just put a little bit more. We're gonna edit, copy, edit, paste. Perfect. Now that's the new picture. We could raise that a little bit higher, make it a little bit bigger so it's covering the pole. It might look big, but no big deal because the picture is kind of small. Details aren't really that necessary when the picture is kind of small, but you may find some flaws sometimes. Okay. Now, as you can see, we need to add that little black spot right there, so we're gonna put our brush size a little bit smaller, and we're gonna leave our opacity, or maybe rise it a little bit, and then we're gonna add a little stroke. And trust me, it looks great when you zoom out. I've done it before. Many of you will probably judge to say that it does not look great, but whatever. Now we're done with that. We're gonna add detail onto that later. As you can see, maybe if we add a little outline here, it'll look fine. Now let's zoom out. Let's see how it looks. It looks kind of good. The foot kind of looks like it's actually hers, which is a great thing. Now, okay, we're gonna finish this part later. Now we're gonna try to change something. We're gonna take off the beer bottles. We're gonna take away his beer bottle. And that's it. Let's see if we could probably take their heads away, but I'm not gonna do that. So let's start. Let's zoom into the windows, and let's get the spot healing brush, and then you just do that part. That's right. You just color it, and then, sorry, wrong layer. Color it again, and then it should just go away. And then do it to whatever part's left. Now do it again. There. We could take that part off. And we could take this part off. Maybe, wait, hold on. Let's just redo that. Okay, so let's change that. Perfect. I'm not trying to get that part of the curtain. It's coming out great. As you can see, his head is kind of getting bigger, but that's okay because we could always mess with it. We could get the cloning tool again, get a part like right here, press Alt and then click, and then voila, magic. We should cover that up. Alright, okay. Now we need this part. Get the spot healing brush tool again, and then do that, and it'll go away. Do it again, it'll go away, and do it again, it'll go away. Now let's get the cloning tool, because I don't want it to look like it's just floating there. So we're gonna just fill the spots. So let's get the cloning tool again, and then there you go. Well, it kinda, but if we get the cloning tool right here, press Alt and click, and then you fill in the spot right there, it looks like it's part of the bush, which is really fantastic. I'm glad. Now let's work on the beer bottles. Alright, so let's zoom in. The beer bottles are kind of showing, and I accidentally zoomed in too much. Alright, okay, so let's look at this. Let's zoom in. Alright, you're going to want to get your cloning tool for this one. Grab a random part of the table, and then you're going to color away the beers. You're going to color away the beers. Some parts may show up, but that's okay. You could just go to random other parts and press Alt and Alt and click. Now these parts, try using the spot healer brush. It may go away. You see? Now get the cloning tool again. I'll make it a little bit smaller, and then I'm gonna make it look like it's part of the table. Make this a hard brush so it'll look right. Alright, now this beer bottle is gonna be kinda easy to take off. All we have to do is clone the plant. So let's put the brush size a little bit under, Alt click, and then you just draw it out. You're just gonna keep on coloring. As you can see, her arm's coming back, but that's okay. Just go to the green part and press Alt and then left click. Now right here, this is gonna be kind of difficult. This is what happens if we use a spot healing. It may go away. It may, like I said, it may go away. Now, but you see, it doesn't work that much. So we're going to use our cloning tool for this one. Use our cloning tool for this one. Sorry, my computer froze. So we're gonna color that. Keep on pressing Alt and then color. Keep on pressing Alt and then color. Oops, shouldn't have colored her. Alright. And then color. That's perfect. Now we could kind of smudge this around so it looks like it's part of her skin. Okay. We have one more beer bottle left, but that's alright. Now this part is gonna be very easy, since it's almost the color of the dress. So you just take that off. Just take that off. Now this is going to be kind of difficult. We are going to take off that beer bottle. Now we're going to get the cloning tool again. Alt and click, and then you're going to have to recolor. Alt and click, recolor. Alt click, color. There you go. Now we're gonna clone the table again so it looks kind of right, so it won't look like a sloppy mess. And we're going to clone it so it looks right. So it looks like a table was not manipulated with. Now let's zoom out. Let's see how it looks like. Probably came out fantastic. As you can see, it looks like we did nothing to the lady. Beer bottles are not there anymore. Now we still need to take away one beer bottle, and then we need to fix the arm, and we can add the background if you want, but I am not going to do that in this video. Alright, so let's take away the final beer bottle. Let's zoom in. And now we're going to use the cloning tool again. Let's color that out. As you can see, the beer bottle's coming back. It's okay though. It's Alt and click. You're gonna see me doing a lot of Alt and click in this part. And then the hand might come out dumb, but that's okay. Because the beer bottle, one of the fingers are behind the beer bottle. But what we can do is we can steal one of the fingers from one of the people, if we could find a finger. Like that thumb of my grandma. Or grandpa. Yeah, grandma. Or if you'll steal that thumb, and then we're gonna place it there, so it looks original. Like if it was there in the first place. Alright, so we're done the top part, now we're gonna do the bottom part. There you go. We're going to lower the brush size a little bit. Oops, wrong one. To 1 pixel. Perfect. There's 4 fingers. Now we're missing 1. This is the time when we get to steal a finger. That sounds exciting, doesn't it? Alright. Now we're gonna get the finger now. Let's lower this size a little bit. We got the finger. Now we're going to copy and then we're going to paste. And zoom out first. Looks kinda right. Now we're gonna get the finger, put it over here. Kinda matches the skin tone, which is good. Alright, so let's zoom back in. Looks kinda weird. Let's make that a little bigger. Now look at your hand where you think the finger will be positioned at. I think it'll be put there. It might look a little bit weird, but whatever. Now we could blend in the color, so let's take this tool, get the skin color, and we're gonna go on layer 1 and then just color it. Just mix it up. So it look right. Alright. You didn't have to add a finger. I just did it because I thought it would look weird if he did not have a finger. Actually, I think it looks weird with a finger. But if you look at the original picture... Well, yeah, the original. I think... Let's see, let's take off layer 3. And layer 1. It looks better without the finger. So, we can just erase that. Alright, so all we have to do to finish is the arm. Now the arm, we're going to zoom in. We're going to try to make it really like if it wasn't messed with. That's going to be kind of hard though. Alright, so let's see. We could color this. No, we can't. Alright, so we're going to get this skin tone color, and then we're going to color over it a little bit sometime. and we're going to smudge it around. Well, you guys don't have to smudge it. Let's zoom out. Let's see how it looks. It looks kind of right. But if I look at my other edited image, let's see. If you look at this finished product, the arm looks great. Remember, arm will not come out the same. Alright, so we're gonna get the color of the shadow. Shadow. And we're gonna color over the part that needs to be colored over, so it'll be exactly how it's supposed to be if the shadow were hitting her. We can lower that a little bit. Set the opacity to 43, and then set this opacity down a little bit. Let's redo that. Oh, dang it. Sorry. Let's make a new layer for this one. Alright, now it's all multiplied, so we're going to make sure it looks kind of right, and that looks great. So thank you for watching my tutorial, and the product should look kind of like this or like this. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and have a nice day, everybody. Goodbye.